have 3 bags of avocados, and we're gonna cut them open and grow all of them. So I figured I'd just make a little tutorial with you so that if you want to grow avocados at home, you can do it with 12, you can do it with 1, but either way, grab your avocados. Gotta cut all of them open. Ooh, they're not all good. As you can see, this one's molding. But first, we're gonna cut all of them open and get the seeds in a little container. And then you wanna add some hot water and let them sit in there for about 15 minutes. And the water is gonna help loosen that outer layer of skin on the avocado so that you can peel it a lot easier. And with avocados, they say that you can't grow avocados true to seed. I personally will not believe it until I see it, so we've got to try it. But that's one fact. Second fact is that if you do want to hope to grow fruit from your avocado seed, you need 2 avocado seeds growing together so that they'll fruit. The reason being is that the male and the female basically have sex, so to speak, but they pollinate each other. And that's how the baby avocado is formed. And I have many avocado trees that I've been growing for 2 years now. And so I'm gonna show you what it is gonna look like at every stage of its life. Oh, gross. But then you'll know what to look for when your avocados do start to sprout. And when you do this, you're probably wondering, my lady, it's my dog, how long, ooh, nice one. How long is it going to take for my avocado seed to start to even sprout a little bit? And the answer to that is about 3 to 4 weeks. It'll start to crack open a little bit and you'll see a little tail starting to form. And the seed, you'll know which way to put it in your water because like there's a little line, and at the bottom where there's like a little circle part, that's where you want to stick it in your water, right? So we'll go over that once we get to the step of actually putting them in water. We gotta continue opening all of these avocados. Oops, sometimes when I make these videos, I'm just like talking to myself on camera, but then I know all of you are gonna see it. And so anytime anything funny happens to me, right away I get my notepad open and I put the funny thing that happened in my notes so that I can make it into a voiceover later and I could show you all. So we got all of these avocados. Woo! We got all the seeds here. So I'm gonna put some water in it, some warm water. Very good. A little bit too much. And those will sit over here. And while we're waiting 15 minutes, I'm gonna show you what the avocados are gonna look like at each stage. So we have some over here growing. Let's see if they're starting to pop. I just have a hard time throwing out my avocado seeds, so I never throw them out. I always just grow them, and then they make great gifts to give to your friends or your family. But okay, so this is the side that you want it down, and then if you can see, there's a little slit in the middle. It will start to crack open really soon, and once it does, it's gonna look like this. So these have been growing for a few months. And they say once 2 leaves sprout, so about this one, if you cut it in half, like right here, then it promotes the plant to branch out more and grow a little bit stronger. But you can see that soon your avocado will start to sprout open. It will grow little tails. This one looks beautiful. And once that happens, then the leaves start to pop out. Just getting that root back in there. And there and you have your avocado plant. Beautiful. It's okay if it starts to look a little bit like dark. That happens sometimes, it's all right. So put these back. That's what your avocados are gonna look like when they start to sprout up and it's been like, you know, 7 to 8 months. But I'm gonna show you what your avocado is gonna look like after a couple years. Okay, so this one we cut. No, this is the one that we cut. And you can see we cut this in half right here. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little part where you can see that we cut it here and then it started to grow up here. And it actually is taking a little bit longer to grow, but it does look like the leaves are a little bit more porcelain. And then this one, for example, is one we did not cut. It actually had 2 sprouts, which is interesting. You can see that they're the same age, and this one does look like it's growing a little faster. And then there's this one. Oops. This one is really pretty too. Something weird was happening with the leaves, so I had to cut the brown parts off. So you can see this one is like, look, you can see that it was cut. And it's okay if your seed turns black too, because it's still gonna grow. You just gotta kind of be weary of that. So there's 1, there's 2, and there is 3. All right, so make these back at home, chilling with their family. And that's what your avocados are gonna look like once they start to sprout. I know it hasn't been 15 minutes of these chilling in the water, but I'm gonna try and see if I can peel them anyway, but it's good if you wash them off and get them ready to get peeled. So, oops, all these avocados are like, there's a mountain of them. Okay, I'm gonna just wash them all off. Cleaner the better, so that you can start peeling. Wow, there's a lot of avocado. All right, got all of our seeds. And it's good if you dry them so that they don't slip off of your fingers. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So, right, forgot to dry them. I guess each one that you peel, you can start to dry. Get a little bowl for the skin. And this is what your avocado seed will look like. And usually I like to start peeling from the bottom. But if you soak them even longer than we did, then they just peel right off. But at least, 5 to 10 minutes minimum. Oops, this is my skin bowl. So that you can really make it easier to peel. You're gonna wanna peel the outer layer of brown skin off of your avocado seed so that you prevent molding, because they're very prone to mold over if you don't peel them, and that's what kind of causes them to turn black. I've tried both. I've just had better results. They also crack open a little bit faster once you peel, so I highly recommend to just take that extra step and do it so that your avocados can have the best chance at growing. See? So now we gotta do this with so many seeds, but you can hang with me while I do this. And again, start from the bottom, which is where the seed will come out. And just peel it right off and tell you a little cute story about these avocados. I love Chinatown. It's one of my favorite places to go to find interesting and unique fruits. And so they were selling me, usually you can buy like one avocado for $3 or $2.99, like a fat, nice avocado. And if you want a full bag, they've gone up in price a lot. It does take a long time to grow, but like a bag of avocados usually costs about $6 or $7. That's cheap if you can find that. And I was in Chinatown, that's where I got the custard apples that we grew, the milk fruit, and they were selling bags of avocado for 99 cents. And I was like, what's wrong with these avocados? They came from Mexico and they're selling them for $1. Like, they looked a little bit like, I got these last week and they were just chilling. So if I opened them earlier, they probably would have been like, you know, great. Not all of them would have been like bad, like a lot of them are here. But I was like, okay, give me 3 bags. He looked at me like I was nuts. But I was like, you know, we grow things. No, I didn't say a word about us growing plants. They didn't even ask. Went up to the register with 3 bags of avocados and I paid $3 for like this mountain of avocados. And I was like, this is the best deal that I've ever gotten in my entire life. So that's the story. Morning glory. I figured, let me just post a very raw and authentic video of me peeling avocado or growing avocados. I'm doing it with you guys because, like, only thing that makes me happy is you guys, and the fact that you like growing plants and you laugh at my jokes makes me so happy. Okay, I'll stop talking, so this is the part where I can time lapse it up. And I don't want to do this by myself, so regardless of if you're watching or if you're fast forwarding, aka foofing it up to the next part, I'm just glad that I don't technically have to do this fully alone. If you're watching me peel these, I appreciate you. These are coming off very nicely. We only have 10 more to go. This is the 11th. I feel like it takes me so long to actually peel these because I get so annoyed. I'm like, do I actually have to stand there for 10 hours and peel these? But yes, the answer is yes. And you know why the answer is yes? Because then we got endless amounts of avocado plants. I swear I'm gonna be like a 60-year-old woman with hundreds of avocado plants because I just enjoy growing. Ow. I'm trying to go as fast as I can, but you can understand that this takes a while. Silence is beautiful when you have a common objective in mind. Also, let me know in the comments what kind of long form videos you want to see. I'm hoping to go traveling soon in the hopes that I can find all the cool exotic fruits that I've never tried before so that we can grow them. So that's the future plans in addition to everything else that we grow. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on like what you want to see, what you want to do, where you want to grow. And sometimes people in my videos are like, why do you have so many accents? I'm like, honestly, it's called personality. So, you're welcome. Dang, flam it. This one ran away from me. If you didn't know, recently I got a Snapchat show. So if you're on Snapchat, Google growithjessie and love to see you on Snapchat too. Honestly, the day that I got word that I was getting a Snapchat Discover show, I think it was one of the best days of my entire life because I do this for fun, for a living. Since I'm a Canadian creator, it took me, like, I didn't make money for the first year and 3/4 of making content. I did it because I love it, and then I got on YouTube. What I actually do for a living is I help direct-to-consumer brands run their TikToks. I've helped brands like Run Gum get to 750,000 followers. Bella Beat got 50,000 followers, and I've worked with over 30 brands, just helping them with strategy, with content, and to do content, I can't do it all by myself. So I have a roster of creators who I kind of allocate to brands, good ones who are a good fit with the brand to create the content. So they work with me, we create the content. And next to content, I also do strategy and consulting with their marketing teams. If they already have a content creator or someone who runs their social, I do TikTok Creator Marketplace, which is basically like influencer management and affiliate programs. So like you get in touch with awesome creators and you send them packages and you pay them to create content, and you create campaigns, both open and direct, where you can invite them or they can apply to work with you directly. And you know, I use the creator search bar to search for awesome creators and create short lists of those creators. And then next to that, I also work with ads. So I help brands figure out, you know, how to run their ads, whether that's choosing content or creating content specifically so that they can whitelist them into ads, or actually going into their ads manager itself and generating the ads. But it's kind of become into like this full-blown business. And then fast forward a year and 3 quarters to like June, July, I'm still doing what I'm doing, but now I have a Snapchat show, and with YouTube, and now with long form and short form content, I'm just like working 7 days a week. Right now it's Saturday, and this I consider work, but it's the fun part of the work because I get to film and talk to all of you. But I work 7 days a week, like creating all the content, having the meetings with the brands that I work with, having the meetings with the creators that work with me to get the content out. You know, it's absolutely insane. So when I'm not meeting with the brand, I'm creating content. And so it's become something where I'm just like, how big can I take this? How, like, I don't care about followers. That's not what matters to me. What matters to me is the fact that I really feel like we've built this awesome community where like you guys genuinely like appreciate me for who I am, raw, authentic personality, just like growing plants with you guys. And I'm sure you notice like I don't do many partnerships on my page because I don't want to sell you anything. Like maybe in the future I'll start a shop and everything. I do sell this like one gardening hat, last seed by the way. But what I truly love is that like we've created a community. I feel like I have a place to go to. The only thing that I want to do is like make voiceovers that are jokes and like evoke some sort of emotional reaction from not only myself but like all of you guys, to make you laugh and come back for more, but also like truly see the cool growth of these like interesting plants. Even though avocados aren't like that interesting, it really is cool to see the growth stages of the life cycles of plants. Like, swear to God, they have a consciousness, no joke. And it's just so amazing, and it makes you see the world in a different light. It makes you see like the types of food that you eat in a different way. You know, people take a lot of time to grow food that we just like so easily get from the grocery store, and it's not that easy to do. But like commercial grocery shopping is like obviously a huge thing, and it also makes you appreciate your own self-growth that you experience personally. Because if you see these plants and they crack open and they sprout and they grow into this huge plant, you can see like, okay, that took 7 months. Well, I was here 7 months ago, now I'm here, and I feel like I've grown just like this plant would, but internally. You can only see that internally and externally, but like, it's an amazing thing. Okay, we finally peeled all of the seeds. And now, where's my toothpicks? We're gonna put 3 toothpicks in each of the avocados. And we're just gonna use this little container. And I'm hoping that since there's so many avocados, we can just lean them on each other. And then they'll grow that way. I guess we'll find out. And when you're putting your toothpicks in, what you want to do is make sure that the bottom part, if you think of a triangle, the fatter piece at the bottom goes to the bottom and the thinner goes to the top. But if you have any questions about like how to insert your toothpicks which way, just let me know. There's a line that you'll see that goes across, like all the way across your avocado. And You want to make sure that you don't put your toothpicks in that line because that's where it's going to crack open and grow. So you want to put them outside of it so that you can optimize your chances of growing an avocado plant. By the way, my grandmother, very random. My grandmother was born in New York and she talks like this, and I'm very good at talking like that. So every time I'm having a conversation with her, I just talk in that accent. And it's so funny. I'm like, Esther, how you doing today? What's up? Tell me a little bit about your day. So funny because I'm so good at it and she thinks it's so funny. She always laughs. She's like 92. I feel like the accents, like me talking in accents, really started because my grandma was born in New York and my grandfather was born in France. Although he's no longer with us. The time that he was with us, it's like a father to me, and his accent was the cutest thing in the world. I can't even imitate his accent because it was like on another level, but them, growing up with them as my grandparents, I guess is where I got the accent thing, especially the New York accent. A lot of my family's from New York. I guess that mixed with my personality, and you got yourself a crazy girl. Almost done putting these babies in its home. And then we're gonna fit them all in our container and add some water and put it next to the other avocados to grow. 3 more to do. Now you can also grow these in a damp piece of saran wrap so that you don't have to use the toothpicks, but I personally I like both methods, to be honest. I posted a recent video and that method was damp saran wrap and it worked very well. I'm trying to figure out how I can make this work. I might need a 4th toothpick. I was hoping that it would work like this. And they won't break open for a while anyway, so maybe it's okay for me to do this. I don't know what's saying here. This is gonna have to work. 1 more to fit in there. Then I gotta go put this video together. These toothpicks smell like mint, so it's kind of strange. All right, this is what it looks like. And there you have it. So let's put them with the other avocados that we're growing. And wow, thanks for watching, guys. Love ya, and come back for updates.